What's up, everybody? I was supposed to sleep in this morning, and I kind of did because there is a lot of rain chance on the radar. Woke up, and as you can see, it's beautiful. Check the radar, there is rain coming, but it looks like I have a few hours to go do a little bit of fishing before that gets here. I'm itching to fish after that trip the other day. The bass fishing was so good, I think they're turning on. Spring's right around the corner. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, today I'm gonna be fishing with these Zoom horny toads. Normally I use green pumpkin, but I cannot find them in my tackle bag. I think I'm out. But I love these frogs. This little V in that tail makes them paddle kind of quietly on this nice calm lake today. I don't want a real aggressive bait. And it's kind of the wrong time of year to be fishing a frog. Typically I fish them in summertime, but this lake has always been so good to me with topwater. And I've had good luck here in the past with the frogs. We're gonna give it a shot. There we are. I actually prefer a lot of wind and ripple on the water to be throwing top water, but I just can't help myself. I gotta at least try. Oh, look at there. Oh, God. He hit it. Dang it. Ha ha. Love it. I doubt he'll come back. Actually, this is a prime time to do something that I've been meaning to tell y'all about, and here I am not doing it. Typically, I have a soft plastic rigged up like this. This happens to be a Zoom speed worm, which I love, but a trick worm, anything like that. And whenever I have a miss on top water, I always throw back with a soft plastic. Because the majority of the time, you will not get another strike on top water. But a lot of times you throw back with a soft plastic, and it's on. Lake is still a little cool for Florida standards. I mean, it's only the end of February. Typically, I wouldn't be out here this early. Oh, look at that, look at that. Got him. God, I love this. Yes. Well, just when I was complaining that it's just too early, the top water bite's no good. Look at here. Early. Oh, look at that, look at that. God, I love this. Yes. Well, just when I was complaining that it's just too early, the top water bite's no good. Look at here. I know it looks like on a lot of these casts that I'm throwing way in the grass, and I'm actually doing that on purpose because I have found that just throwing these heavier topwater lures straight into the water and just letting them splash, not good. Runs off a lot of fish, but when you can get it up in the grass and then ease it out, it just looks like a more natural presentation. Ah, missed him. Dadgummit. All right, this is when I'll go back in with the soft plastic. And throw right on top of him and spook him. Well, that's what you're not supposed to do. Don't throw on top of the fish. Dadgummit. Oh, look at there. These little shallow flats, I'm almost wondering if these fish are spawning a little early. We had several days last week in the high 80s, which is even unusual for February in Florida. I see bass moving all up here. This is a shallow flat. I almost bet you there's some beds on it. Might come back later and try a little bed fishing, but I just can't see any. Typically do okay on this stretch right here. Let me see what's gonna happen. Might have just jinxed myself. That's a juicy looking spot, as Flair would say. Come on, baby, come on. Not today. Dang it. They just ain't being aggressive today. But again, for Florida, this is still relatively cool water. It's barely got back in the 60s. And these Florida fish are just super sensitive to temperature change. Got it. Switched it up to a lizard and it worked. You'll have to excuse this old reel. Good little bass. Oh, yes, look at there. Oh, I seen him coming. Thought he wanted it. Nice. Nice little chunky bass. What on earth? That is a chain pickerel. I have only caught a couple of them in my life. Florida pike. Well, we didn't tear them up, but I still had a great time. It's just something about topwater. I'm addicted to it. I love it. I tend to throw it when I shouldn't. Caught a few fish we're going to carry home. Seen an amazing amount of fish. They're all moving up on these shallow flats and points. We've had a lot of days in the 80s last week, so I think pre-spawn's starting to happen. And fish typically that are up on those shallow flats are spooky anyways, but I probably would have done a whole lot better throwing something like a trick worm or a little twitch shad. That lake is full of hydrilla grass that you probably couldn't see on the camera, so you just have about 4 to 5 inches to fish above it. And that's typically why I throw topwater there. But again, probably would have done a little better with some sort of soft plastic. Did throw a lizard for a little bit, caught one, got a few bites on that. But again, it's just hard to put down that topwater, especially if you know you're going to get a few bites. So we're going to head on back to the house, clean a few of these up. I'm carrying some home. We'll do another fishing trip tomorrow to a river. That's been my main one planned for these 2 days off. So might not cook in this video, but tomorrow I'm planning on doing blackened bass if we get some. So hey, who knows? Let's see what happens. Let's head back to the house and clean these fish. Alright, we're back at the house to get these fish cleaned up. I've had them chilling on ice, probably not long enough, but I suggest y'all try that. It makes the meat real firm, makes them clean a whole lot easier. So we did this before, we'll do it again. Just come in behind that pec fin, make an incision up through behind the head. Turn that knife around, just follow this fish right down the backbone. When I get toward the tail, I just go ahead and cut on through, cut all the way out the end. I lift that fillet up, just start working it with your fingers. When you get to these ribs right here, just come up and over them. There's one fillet. Alright, now I'll take these fillets. Wait for this airplane to get the heck out the way. Make an incision down till I touch the skin. Turn my knife forward. Just glide it along. There you are. They got pretty tough skin, so it's pretty hard to cut through it, as long as you don't have your knife angled down too far. Now we have no ribs to take out, but these fish do have a set of pin bones. So find that lateral line. Cut down either side. Been wanting to show you all these bones. There you can see some of them. They're just sticking out like crazy. Just a small piece of meat to make your fillet boneless. There you are. The texture on these fish are amazing. Now that I've been eating them more and more, it's about the perfect freshwater fish. The texture's great, the flavor's great. I love them. So we're gonna try to do a little cooking up tomorrow. I'm gonna go do a little fishing in the river in the morning. If I get a lot of those, I'll freeze these. If I don't get much tomorrow, add these with it. And in the next video, I'll probably do some blackened fish sandwiches is what I think I'm going to do. Go ahead and clean this other one up. Again, just cut down till you touch the skin. Work that knife forward. There you are. Flip it over. There's that lateral line. The bones are going to be right here on the edge. There's those bones. Alright, boneless. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This was kind of a spur of the moment trip. I had no intentions of going today, but again, when I woke up and seen how good the weather was, shoot, I had to go. I'm gonna go again tomorrow, try to keep making videos for y'all. I appreciate the ones that y'all have commented, the likes, the shares. It kind of motivates me to keep getting out there and doing this. So please keep watching, share the channel, and hopefully we'll grow it together. Thank y'all for watching.